Hello, and today I have a special video. So for quite some time I have tried to get a perfect score on Denmark, which is my country, but no moving. And I've actually done this once, but I didn't get it on recording. But then I just kept playing, and now I finally got it on recording in this video. So that's what I'm gonna show you and talk about the rounds, and it was quite a lucky seed, so most of the rounds are fairly easy to get, but still I think it's fun to look at the rounds and see, because it also ended up being quite a fast 25k overall. So I'm just gonna start this clip here. I think yes, now it starts. So as you can see here, now I'm just going from the start, but I was playing some Community World and then I decided I'd rather play some Denmark. So yeah, that's where it starts. Usually I play for between 30 minutes and an hour, but here, as you will see, I ended up getting it quite quick in my session. So the first round here, there wasn't anything, so I'm just gonna refresh until I get the round. Here we see an easy round, of course. Holstebro and Varde and Skjern are all big cities. And then it was just a matter of finding these towns over here on the side. And as I zoom more in, I find them. So this road seems to fit. I check. It looks like the street name is correct and the road bends the right way. So that's the first round. Then second round, it's Volkswagen Helsingør, so of course I know we're gonna be here, and then I just look for the industrial area, because a lot of rounds on the Denmark map are in like near car dealerships, and usually in the towns there are an industrial area where you will find these. So actually, as you will see in a minute, I end up not finding the Volkswagen here, but looking around and just trying to see if there are easier things I can try to find. And I see down the road here that we have an Ilva, which eventually is gonna pop up on an POI. So I'm just lining up the road, looking for this industrial area. I don't know where it is, but it should be quite easy to find. And here I find a lot of car and other stores, and as you will see in a moment, I see here is the Ilva, so I know this is the intersection I am looking at. And then it's just a matter of lining up, and we happen to be near an off-road, if I remember correctly, or rather between where it goes from 2 lanes to 1 and the off-road, so that's where I'm clicking. As you can see, I'm just checking, making sure I'm inside 25 meters, and that's the second round. So third round, I'm just gonna go back, because then we can see the signs. This is another easy round. These are the best kind of rounds to get. Basically, I have some town names and I have a road number. So road numbers I can always scan for. Town names, then I either need to have heard of them or I will need to be able to find them. But in this case I've heard of Nibe, and I've also heard of these other ones, but I would have to check a few areas to know what these are. But I've heard of Nibe, and also the 500s are up in northern Jutland. And even if I didn't know any of these when I'm 17 away from Støvring, then it should be findable. So this is an easy round, but as I know Nibe, and it's only 4 kilometers away, I can just zoom into it, and we see Østerhornum is popping up down here, and the Støvring is also there. But then it's just a matter of pinpointing, and I have this off-road where I've both got the town names, but I end up just using the road name. Torvvej and Torp is there, so I find the road here, and that's 3 out of 5. So this round I actually thought was gonna be quite hard, because I didn't see anything here. and as we see, I see a road name, but I can't use that unless I have the town. So here I thought that I had to use the Rema 1000 if I wanted to find it, but of course I can't check every town in Denmark for Rema 1000. But then I spot after a while this sign here, which ends up being helpful. So as you can see, this is where I see it, and then we have Ribe is the first town I see, and of course I know where it is because it's quite famous in Denmark with the church and everything. And there are also both a primary road number and a secondary road number, and other town names I know as well. But yeah, in this case I just go into Ribe, and then I see the 24, which is this one here, and then I try to find the 449 to see where we are, which intersection. So there's Ribe, and then I scan for everything, and then in a few seconds I'm gonna see the 449, it's over here. So I know I'm probably gonna be in this town of Kam. And of course we have the Rema 1000, which pops up easily with the POI, and I also have this road name here, Stadionvej, which ended up being here. So at this point, before we go into the last round, I'm quite excited. I have 5 rounds, and this is something that has happened a few times, but it's not too often it happens. Usually, if I play for an hour, I would expect almost every time to get at least 15,000 at some point, but every round I risk getting a difficult round where there's just no info, and where it doesn't matter how long I search, I would never find it. So it's always quite nerve-wracking when I don't know which round I'm gonna get to, but I load the final round hoping it's good, and immediately I'm happy. I see these signs, which are town signs, so I know at the very least I have something I can scan for, even if I don't know these. But I zoom in, and immediately they look like small town names, but as you'll see in a second, I've actually heard of one of them. So just looking around, seeing there's no other stuff, so I look back at these, and this is when I realized that Hamel is a town I know in Jutland. I'm just hoping that it's this Hamel and not another one, because sometimes town names are several places in Denmark. And if it's not this, then I think these are gonna be quite small and hard to scan for, but I would have given it a try and probably still found it, but not as quick as I end up doing. So I zoom in, and Hamel is there, quite a, I would say a semi-big town. So now I try to find out where Tinning is, if it's near. First I confused the directions, but I eventually realized that Hamel is to the west. Let's see here, and then I see Tinning here, so I suspect we are gonna be near here, and check the road names, and they end up matching here. Just making sure to have the 5k and not click 4999, but I get it, and that's 25k. And as you can see, I try to indicate here, 3 minutes and 25 seconds is quite fast. My previous one, I ended up spending almost 30 minutes, I think, because I had 4 good rounds, but then the last round I ended up being in Odense, and I just had to scan over and over until I found it. And I should have gotten it quicker that time, but it ended up being quite difficult to find for some reason, so I spent a lot of time on that. And I always thought that it was a bit of a shame that my 25k on the leaderboard had such a long time, also because, as you will see in a minute, there's a lot of 25ks on the map, so I was getting quite low on the leaderboard. I think I was 23rd or 24th, and obviously only 25 best time shows up, so now as you will see in a minute, I'm quite high up again. But yes, that was a 25k, a good time, and in just a second I'll be moving over so we can see the leaderboard here. As you can see, I'm in 4th position right now with my 3 minutes and 25 seconds, which actually I don't think it's my fastest 25k ever, because I think I've got one in like 3 minutes and a few seconds with moving, but still this is a very nice time. And as you can see, there's a lot of 25ks, but this time is short enough, so eventually I might be put off the leaderboard, but not for a long time at least. But yeah, that was a 25k, no moving in Denmark, which I'm quite excited about. I finally got it on video. I have been playing quite a lot of Denmark, not only, but I think a decent amount, and I am in the top 25 on both moving, speedruns, no moving, and NMPZ. So I think I would like to get a better moving high score, a better time, but that is quite difficult, and I haven't been playing a lot of speedruns lately. But maybe at some point I will get that and post that as well. But yeah, that was it for this video. Thanks for watching, and bye.